On July 16, 1969, the crew of Apollo 11 prepared for a journey that has been called the greatest single step in human history. A flight to the moon, manned exploration, and a safe return back to Earth. It was 4 in the morning when Mission Commander Neil Armstrong, Command Module Pilot Michael Collins, and Lunar Module Pilot Edwin Aldrin Jr. began to suit up for their historic flight. Other astronauts had made this same trip to the launch pad, but never with such worldwide anticipation.
11.
Engine ready, light on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Engine sequence start. 1, 0. Launch commit. We have a liftoff. All engines building up thrust. Moving out. Clear the tower.
Roger, tower clear. Roger, Tom, you got good thrust on all engines. You're right on the money. 30 seconds. We're on the way.
At 9:32 a.m., the first stage rockets ignited and cast an orange glow over the Florida sky. The liftoff was perfect, and now it would be smooth sailing with only 239,136 miles to go.
Good radar data. We're now in the approach phase. Everything looking good. 40 feet down, 2.5. Picking up some dust. 4 forward. 4 forward. Drift into the right a little. Good. Okay. Contact light. Okay, engine stop.
We copy you down, Eagle.
Listen, Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed.
Roger, Tranquility. We copy you on the ground. You got a bunch of guys about to turn blue. We're breathing again. Thanks a lot.
And we're getting a picture on the TV. There's a great deal of contrast in it, and currently it's upside down on our monitor, but we can make out a fair amount of detail. Okay, Neil, we can see you coming down the ladder now.
Sunday, July 20th, 1969. Around the world, nearly 1 billion people watched this moment on television as the first man from Earth prepared to set foot on the moon.
At the foot of the ladder, the 11 footbeds are only depressed in the surface about 1 or 2 inches. Although the surface appears to be very, very fine-grained as you get close to it. It's almost like a powder. I'm going to step off the limb now. That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Here's Buzz Aldrin coming down to join Neil, and together they performed a number of scientific experiments. Along with medals honoring their fellow astronauts who lost their lives in the space effort, they left a plaque that read, "Here men from the planet Earth first set foot on the moon July 1969 AD. We came in peace for all mankind." And just before they boarded the lunar module for the return trip, they planted the first American flag on the moon. And the flags were out for them when they got home, too. What a reception they got. And they earned it. Here he is, ladies and gentlemen, Neil Armstrong, right here. Welcome.
Thank you, Bob. Those films bring back some great memories.
And Neil, that was some speech you made when you first stepped on the moon. When did you prepare that?
Actually, I didn't think about that until after we landed on the moon's surface.
Really? You thought that up all by yourself, huh?
Well, it was a little late to call a writers' meeting when you're coming down that ladder.
Maybe that's why I never went there. But I'll tell you, if that was me up there, I probably would have said, "The eagle has landed and so has the chicken."
But, Bob, that trip was a perfect example of teamwork. Thousands of people working on an unprecedented project like that, and nothing serious went wrong.
I'm not sure about that. I heard a nasty rumor that you left home without your American Express card. Neil, before becoming an astronaut, you were a test pilot at NASA's Flight Research Center at Edwards Air Force Base in California, right?
That's right, Bob.
And according to the records, you flew over 200 different models of aircraft, including jets, rockets, helicopters, and gliders. Boy, you're not afraid to face danger, are you?
I'm here.
And you got to laugh, but I'm glad. Tell me, when did you first learn to fly?
When I was 15, Bob.
Oh, you're kidding. 15? When I was 15, the closest I came to flying was having a propeller on my beanie. Neil, a lot of people might not know this, but I should be calling you Professor.
Well, I used to teach and do research at the University of Cincinnati.
Would you like to give me a grade on my monologue?
I don't think so, Bob. I taught aerospace engineering, and I'm used to grading things that get off the ground.
Is it unpatriotic to kick an astronaut in the shins?
Bob, that didn't come out the way I meant it. It was a brilliant monologue. I'd give it an A+.
Nice cop-out. Thank you. A short time after Neil came back from the moon, he appeared with me on some of the shows we were doing in Vietnam. I'd like to show you some of those clips right now. I've had the privilege of meeting some outstanding men in our time, but the very quiet and soft-spoken young man you're about to meet now is a part of a team that provided this world with a thrill they will not soon forget. Ladies and gentlemen, the first man to set foot on the moon, Neil Armstrong, right here.
Thank you, guys. I've been around the world a few times, and I've had a lot of nice, warm receptions, but I've never had a better one than that. Thank you.
It was like this every place we played. They just idolized this man. And at every base, we had a question and answer period.
I'd like to find out, what did it feel like to be the first man to step on the moon?
Well, we were very worried about our first steps on the moon because some experts had predicted just shortly before launch that we would sink into the surface and wouldn't be able to hold our weight at all, and we'd just disappear into the dust. And of course, we were really pleased to find out that they were wrong.
Is that two girls or one girl with two heads? What is it, darling?
We'd like to know when you're going to take the first woman to the moon. Yeah.
Hey, wait a minute. When do you want to go?
We welcome you with open arms. I really think that we'll have some women in space one of these days. I'm looking forward to it.
I'm sure they'll go when they find out they can go up there and be weightless. Thank you. What's your question, son?
Did you get extra pay for going to the moon?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I did. But they deducted 50% for government quarters available. And then they deducted for government meals available. And by the time I got done for the whole trip to the moon, back, quarantine, and 8 days down Cape Kennedy before the flight, I got $43.
me tell you, Neil, they got a kick seeing you there, and they felt that way about you all over the world. They tell me you were decorated by 17 countries.
Well, those were really meant for all of us, Bob, but you've been decorated by quite a few countries yourself.
That's true, and some of those tomato stains just don't come out. Do you have any advice for the youngsters out there who might want to take over your job someday?
Yes, just study hard and be the best at whatever you want to do. The program will find you. And do you have any advice for youngsters who may want to take over your job someday?
Yes, become astronauts.
Bob, NASA's first 25 years were spectacular. And if they can continue to get young people with strengths in science and mathematics, I'm certain the next 25 can be even better.
Well, you certainly gave them a great start. Thank you. Neil Armstrong, ladies and gentlemen.